I am Shinjitsu 369, and this is our hidden potential system video for LR Tech Ultimate and Invincible Fusion Vegito. I am ecstatic to talk about this man today. With this Extreme Z Awakening, he's once again my favorite unit to use around this game, okay? His power is unparalleled. In this hidden potential system video, like all of our hidden potential system videos, we're going to talk about Vegito's full kit, where he gets in and fits in around the game on all of his various teams. Then we're going to go into his hidden potential system and have a discussion about how best to build out this Vegito. So how much critical hit, how much additional attack, or how much evasion should we invest so that Vegito can look his best. After that, we'll go into a battle and actually see how many times that hidden potential can pop off. This man's crazy. Let's just go right into it. Y'all already saw Gogeta, but now it's time to see the king. He's been upgraded. His LR stats are the same, but now he is Final Trump card or Potara. Category Ki +3, HP attack and defense plus 170%, a legitimate Potara leader. His super attack, the Vegito combo. He raises attack like he did before, but now he also gets a 30% defense raise for one turn, and he causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. And then his 18 to 24 Ki super is the Big Bang attack, raises attack, but he gets a 50% defense raise. It greatly raises his defense for one turn and then causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. Same thing he did before, same type of thing as Gogeta. Now they get defense, making their base form and using their base form so much easier, so much more reliable. Not to mention, when they're in that third slot, they have that evasion ability. But let's go ahead and get right into what this man does, because he's looking pretty sexy, okay?
All right, let's settle
The passive skill is Die. I love it. Attack and defense plus 140%, Ki +4, and defense plus 100 when attacking. Launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack as the first or second attacker in the turn. So same thing as Gogeta. As the first or second slot, he's going to perform an additional attack that has a 70% chance to become a super attack, and then he can still get one more out of the hidden potential system. When he's in that third slot, he has a 70% chance to evade, and he gets an auto additional attack. Once again, if you're unlucky and you get this Gogeta like in the 7th slot, meaning he's coming in on the 3rd turn, he'll only have 1 turn in base, go ahead and throw him in that 3rd slot. That way he can have his evasion and he can at least get 2 attacks, much more likely that you'll get 3. Whatever that comes along. Transformation conditions are the same. When conditions are met, meaning the 4th turn, he transforms into Vegito Blue. His links are the same as they were before. Saiyan warrior race, Brainiacs, power bestowed by God, over in a flash, fused fighter, fierce battle, and legendary power. He is on a ton of teams. My favorite teams to use this guy on, Realm of Gods, really fun to use him on. He's on several 200% teams. Both of the 7-year LRs on both of their 200% teams, being on Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Fuse Fighter, and Kamehameha. You know, he's on the 180% Kamehameha team. What an incredible unit. He's on the 200% Battle of Wits team, which is actually the team we're going to use today, which is the STR Carnival Goku 200% team. All Vegitos are Battle of Wits. So this Vegito is just great to use. He's on Transformation Boost. You can throw him on Cooler's team, get that 50% attack and defense buff as long as you're going against a single enemy. So Vegito has a lot of uses, and obviously, even though this is a 5th-year LR, his animations have held up marvelously. So I'm very impressed with what they've done with this Vegito. I couldn't be more happy. And when we get to the 4th turn, the man turns into Vegito Blue.
I'll show you my full power.
Vegito Blue's 12 Ki super is the Vegito Sword. Greatly raises attack and defense, which equates to 50% for one turn and causes colossal damage. And then his ultra super attack, also now we get a 3-turn stack, right? So greatly raises defense, 50% defense raise for 3 turns, and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. So I'm loving that they can stack. Their defense looks so good. The way I've built this beautiful Vegito, this man's defense is over 500k first slot. He's taking normals easily, and this man can get 5, 6, 7 attacks in a turn. 6 attacks that can raise his defense. He has the ability to do that. His defense is over 2 million at that point. He's crazy, he's insane. I'm happy. He's the king, as he should be. Now, his passive skill is This Is the End. Awarida. Evades enemies' attacks, so just like Gogeta, as soon as he transforms, he evades all of the enemy's attack for 1 turn. That is marvelous, right? So once again, time that right. As soon as Vegito comes in, he's evading all attacks. You don't got to worry about nothing. Attack and defense plus 150, ki plus 5, and launches an additional super attack and a medium, aka 30% chance of launching another additional super attack as the first or second attacker in the turn. So what that means is already Vegito gets a guaranteed additional super, so 1-2 supers. Then he has a 30% chance out of his passive skill to perform another super attack. So that means you can do 4 attacks in 1 turn without getting 24 ki, because you can get 3 from the passive and 1 from the potential. But check this out. Of course, as the 3rd slot, he gets the 70% chance to evade. Oh, and he gets an additional super attack guaranteed. So if he's in the 3rd slot, he gets 1 attack, then 1 out of the passive, an additional out of the passive, and then that's how that would end. He gets 3 guaranteed, and you can get 1 more out of the potential. But then when Vegito is at 24 ki, or he performs the active skill, he launches a guaranteed additional super attack. So that means you get 24 ki in the 1st or 2nd slot, you can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks. If you throw him in that 3rd slot, do the final Kamehameha, throw him back in the 1st slot, you can get 1, 2, 3 guaranteed, another medium chance, another for 24 ki, and another out of the potential. Insane. You can do 6 attacks in a turn, but this Vegito is so powerful, oftentimes the enemy is not even going to make it that far to be able to receive 6 attacks after you perform the active skill. Now, unlike Gogeta, his active skill isn't an auto crit, but it does give you a guaranteed additional super attack. Of course, just like Gogeta, he raises his attack and defense by 22% with each attack performed, up to 88%, meaning he only needs 4 attacks to be all the way built up. He'll easily be built up 1st turn because he's got that worked into his passive. Love this Vegito. The final Kamehameha can be used whenever the enemy is 50% health or below and you're only going against 1 enemy, and Vegito has to have been blue for 1 turn prior. It does ultimate damage. It's awesome. His links change to Super Saiyan and Kamehameha. He does not get Warrior Gods, unfortunately, but honestly, he doesn't need it. His power is unparalleled. So, he's incredible. I want to know what y'all think about this Vegito. All y'all Vegito fans who prefer Vegito over Gogeta, are y'all loving this unit? You're playing global. I know you're thirsty. I know your mouth is watering and your hands is tingling. Let's look at his hidden potential. I completely understand there's a couple ways to build out this Vegito. It's going to completely be up to you, right? But I personally had to go with this spread of mostly offense. Vegito has the ability to do so many attacks, and he's getting a great defense and attack raise on all of the 12 ki supers, which is the super attack he's going to be performing the most. So I want to make sure he can do as many supers as possible, but since I'm already good on my defense when I'm supering, I want to maximize that damage by maximizing this crit. Also, since the active skill doesn't auto crit, I wanted to maximize his chance to perform a crit on it in the potential system. So what you will get during your 8th year anniversary global is this wonderful EX skill orb, where these anniversary units get defense and a large amount of crit, 6 crit and 400 defense. So that is a marvelous equipment you can use even at 55%. Once he's over level 10, you will have access to that, right? And then I would suggest giving him a bronze additional wherever you have it. So if you have him at 55%, go ahead and just build him, give him a bronze additional. You got to go ahead and beat that level for the 5th year anniversary units, and then stick that silver one on him. His Extreme Z Awakening is going to look great. His power is going to be unmatched. If you have him at 69%, I suggest doing it like this. I know some of you will want to give him evasion. His power is so strong and his defense is so strong, it's like you might as well just give him more defense and a chance to evade attacks. But really, he gets all of the evasions as soon as he comes in. You can give him another turn to build up, or but he'll probably be built up that 1st turn. And then you can do that final Kamehameha in the 3rd slot, and then you put him back in the 1st slot, and then he has 70% chance. So like, he has so many turns where he has such a high chance to evade an attack. I don't think it's worth it to dump any in evasion, considering that's also 1 for 1. So like, this is 19 in additional. That equates to 38% chance to perform an additional attack, 22 in crit, 44% chance. But if I gave him 5 dodge, that's just 5%, that's not 10. So it's not as worth it for me. If you have him at 79%, I really just suggest going all out offense, because his defense is taken care of. This little orb, this extra 400 goes a long way. Honestly, his defense looks stupendous. You know, with a little bit of support, this man is looking like the best. All they had to give them was guard and they would be completely broken, right? But that would just be going too far. Let me know what y'all think about this. Much more simple breakdown of the hidden potential. I would say if you didn't want to maximize the crit and you wanted to just get additional and evasion, I can respect that. But remember, Vegito gets so many additional attacks. I think critical hit now, with his ability to do like 6 attacks in a turn, I think that critical hit is going to be like what you want. You want those crits. Whenever he's doing 15 million, 10 million, 11 million, you want to crit on these more difficult enemies, and these enemies are only getting harder. But I digress. Let me know what y'all think about Vegito. Blue, I think he's a marvelous unit, and I'm having a lot of fun. Let's see how well you can do, Vegito.
I'm not gonna hold anything back! You're wide open! I've got something for you! Want some more? You can't keep up with me! Just look at my speed! Alright, now my body should be warmed up. I am the fusion between Vegeta and Kakarot. Vegito! And this is Vegito Blue! I'm over here! Pathetic! It's over! That all you got? Sorry, but you were wide open. Keep trying! Down you go! What's wrong? You got quiet? Time to show you a thing or two! That all you got? Please, Vegeta! Damn it! All right!
その目に焼き付けておくんだな。これがベジットの真の力だ。ファイナルカメハメハ！
It's red! Spirit Ball! Oh, that's too bad! power!